battle.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Double Take Uncensored. Maybe
aren't we always? Yeah,
we're always uncensored. I'm just kidding. But hey, if you guys didn't catch the Juve Twitch episode of Talk Juve yesterday, you missed kind of a big announcement here. I'm gonna fill you in real quick before we get into this. Your boy Dave and Dash are joining the cast of Talk Juve as co-hosts. We will be collaborating with the good, the fun, the lovable Beppe for the rest of the season. So you guys will be catching us every Monday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. Italian Time, talking Juve, talking some shenanigans, and a bunch of other fun stuff.
And the random watch along too.
Yeah, and the random watch along. So today's episode, Zanolio, Combolio,
Zaniolo.
Or in other, as a lot of people used to refer him as Big Z, but I think he's kind of going towards Little Z. But hey, even though the transfer market's technically closed, we're here to talk about Zaniolo just because he's in contract shambles.
Yeah, I mean we know how this works, anyways. Our deadline day is here. A couple days, we're just going to be talking about the summer mercato, so we might as well start already. Let's do it.
Well, and to fill you guys in on it, so Milan couldn't make enough money to offer for Zaniolo, so Roma looked at him and said, "Lol." Bournemouth gave him the offer that Roma accepted initially, but Zaniolo turned it down, saying, "I'm too big for these guys." And ironically, Bournemouth signed Traore to a 30 million essentially purchase from Sassuolo. And Zaniolo decided to change his mind, saying, "Yeah, I'll go to Bournemouth," because Zaniolo has been frozen out of the Roma squad, and Bournemouth was like, "Sorry, bruv, we already got someone." So Zaniolo runs the risk of sitting on the bench for 6 months just due to the fact that he pissed off Mourinho. We're here to talk about him. Dave's got
this is the second guy that's pissed off Mourinho. There's a bit of a theme here.
I know, and we did an episode on him previously, but we're going to talk about it. I'm going to be anti-Zaniolo for this one. Dave's going to be pro-Zaniolo. So I'm going to start off about why I think Zaniolo is not a Juve player. And here's my first example. The dude just got benched. He got theoretically canned. He has been kicked out of Rome. He moved to Spezia. That is how bad the situation in Rome is. So even though there is an L in his name, and I mean, it makes sense that he took an L there, right? But there's a couple of things. I think the one thing is we can talk about the ACLs, whatever. It's fine. I mean, I don't want to base my argument off of the dude tore his ACL 3 times, and that's why I think he's not a Juve player. That's one of the things you can argue, but again, Chiesa's kind of a case in point that the dude tore his ACL and is still a beast.
I mean, you just made one of my points right there. So
I did, but now I'm going to shit on it. I'm just kidding. But the thing is for me, I'm not talking about injury per se. That's not my reasons why I'm against Zaniolo. My issues with Zaniolo is one, his consistency and his work ethic. So the thing is Zaniolo is a very streaky player where, like, I will give him his props that last year he did well in the Conference League for Rome. Other than that, not really that well at all. And ironically, the dude's been fired over Dybala. Essentially, Dybala's taken over Zaniolo's spot in Rome currently, hence why they've frozen him out of the club, essentially. But the consistency, and there's a lot of attitude issues that he's had, and you guys can look it up on your own spare time. With him in the Italian national team, where Roberto Mancini kicked him out, benched him, and didn't even utilize him because of attitude problems.
That was with Keane.
It was with Keane.
We still got Okay, go on.
So there is some attitude issues with Zaniolo. I mean, you can argue, hey, maybe this dude's been through 3 different coaches. That's probably why. But it's a noticeable trend. But we take that out of it. Performance-wise, he just hasn't been a top tier talent. Like, for example, I'm not expecting him to be a Federico Chiesa, of course not. But he just hasn't had that pop. He had like Basile. Pun intended right there. Just kidding. But but the thing is he hasn't really had much of a burst, like a consistent burst. Like, for example, he broke out into the scene with when Roma played Real Madrid, had a great game there. Same thing with the Porto game in the Champions League final. And then he got injured and then unfortunately didn't come back the way that he did, which, he came back, tore his ACL again, literally in a friendly. So there's a couple of things where I think physically, I don't think Zaniolo trains as hard as certain players do, hence why he's gotten injured again. But consistency wise bothers me, because if he's a guy, and this was when Paratici wanted him, he wanted to use Zaniolo as, like, the guy. He wanted him to be the man. that concerns me a little bit, where I just don't see Zaniolo as that guy anymore, where he's able to do something like that. And then my second complaint about Zaniolo, my main point is, where the hell are we going to play him? He's literally a Dybala 2.0 position wise. Like, he plays kind of like a number 10. Sometimes he stretches out wide, but he doesn't have the legs to play as a full-blown winger. And like in the system that we're utilizing him, where are we going to put him? Say that we switch to a 4-2-3-1, which if you guys saw us yesterday evening, we talked about it. He's going to be essentially in the same room with Pogba, Moretti, and it's him. So like he still wouldn't get consistent playing time. And, you know, it's just, for me, it makes no sense where you would put him on this team. I get the whole Italian, he's Italian. We want to build an Italian Juve, a young Juve, etc. But I think this guy's run his course. I just don't see Zaniolo as being kind of like the luscious locks that he has currently, but I just don't see him as that guy. I understand he's a Juventino and he's a Juventino thin and through, but he just hasn't proved it. He's had bursts, but we're in a transitional period. We need guys that are strong pillars, not guys that'll give you a little bit of smoke in the water, and that's it. But that's my thoughts. Go for it, Dave.
All right, let's hammer this. Big
That's what she
Z
said.
energy. Here we go. So, man, the things that you're saying are bad. I can see the positive in it. So we'll go over it. So first off, he is still only 23. He's pretty young still. And that immaturity that we're seeing can be fixed. Remember though, Juventus, we're not a small club. We don't take his shit. We don't deal with it here. So, I mean, Roma, small club mentality. Mourinho can go and throw a fit, whatever. We're Juve. It doesn't matter. You want to put in Allegri, Conte, Gasperini, any of these potential coaches that we may have, they're not going to take that crap from him.
You want to know why? Because they won't buy him.
No, they will. They will. We'll see. Man, he's been dreams of the club for years now. So
Yeah.
he's 23, 6'2", 190 centimeters. That's, I said that for the rest of the world. I had to look it up for you.
Tall boy. I get it. He's a big boy. He's a growing big boy. I get it.
And he's currently worth 33 and declining, obviously, because I mean, he's frozen out, but that's good. He's coming in at a value. It's like when last year's model goes on sale, but it's the same model as this year. Just has the fresh coat. It's the same thing. Get the deal. Let's go.
Yeah, but then you have all of those recalls that will pop up eventually when you get them, and you won't be able to use your car for a couple of months.
Dude, that happened to me. I got a loaner. It was all good. It's all good.
Yeah, okay, but then we have to look for a loaner.
Listen, he is our loaner because what's going to happen is Di Maria is going to go to Rosario. He's leaving us. He's taking his position.
So
Nice.
So my question for you then is, you would rather have Zaniolo over Sule?
No, but it's about depth. So are we going to rely on Illing and Sule all the time? Chiesa as well. I think it's a depth piece really at this point, because you're getting somebody that is coming into maturity.
I got
you don't have to necessarily dress up, and he adds a little more depth. As we know, we kind of need depth in certain positions, right? And that's the great thing. He actually is kind of versatile. We don't see him play too much on the wing. He plays that Dybala role because that's what Roma does. But you put him in the 4-3-2-1, he can play in one of those twos. 4-3-3 out on the wing. 3-4-3, same deal out on the wing. Even as a 3-5-2, he can play that secondary striker role if he needed to. He can fill those roles, and I can see him being one of these more utility players.
Okay, so you're saying that we got rid of McKennie for another McKennie in theory, but a more forward McKennie.
A more forward McKennie.
Yeah, this isn't me being condescending. I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, but because now we're also losing Di Maria, right?
Yeah.
McKennie was a victim of the time. We sold him because the situation existed that it made sense to do so. It's not because we didn't like him.
Yeah, absolutely. I get you.
So we lost McKennie. We're going to lose Di Maria. I'm not saying he's going to like take over Fetty's spot. Like, no, he's going to be depth. He's going to be utility.
Okay. I think, and I think that's where me and you come into common ground out there, because like, for example, my justification for not looking at Zaniolo or not really giving him kind of a look is, for a foundational piece, I'm not really thrilled about him. But the thing is and I can say, going off of the news that we heard this morning of him being frozen out, actually works in our favor, because if we're able to get him on a cheap over the summer, I would be open to it. If it's anything less than 25 million, I actually would be okay with this.
So I talked for 4 minutes. He's already on my side.
I mean, I technically was, but my thing was this, because the thing is what you argued was a depth piece, which I totally agree with. The one thing where I was arguing against was saying that this guy should not be brought in as a foundational piece. I think at best he's a placeholder for a position until something really good comes up, or like, for example, say that Sule finally explodes and becomes amazing. That's for me where I think about Zaniolo. I have my concerns because, like, for example, Roma tried making him the guy.
No, he's not the guy. That's like a
the guy.
Bernardeschi situation, right?
Yeah, he is a Bernardeschi. Let's be honest here. I think he is a Bernardeschi.
He's got the tattoos.
He's got the tattoos. Someone's like comment's gonna be like, "Oh my god, the tattoos!"
The neck tattoos.
But yeah, so like the thing with me and Berna, or with Zaniolo, is that we came in with Bernardeschi thinking he'd be the guy. Bernardeschi did not be the guy. And for me, Zaniolo already kind of shows the traits of another Bernardeschi, where it's like, if we bring in Zaniolo, it has to be at an economical benefit for the club as well as a contractual benefit for the club, because we paid Bernardeschi almost $5 million for 5 years.
Oh yeah,
that was atrocious. And again, the Mercado's closed obviously now, but like, for example, same thing with Milan. Like, the reason why Milan couldn't purchase him is like, Roma's not stupid. Like, we're competing with Milan for a top 4 position. Like, yeah. So I don't know if Zaniolo still has like a pipe dream of coming to Juve or whatever, but
I mean, I hope so. He could be a good depth place that could play for a few years. And there's one last thing, one really great positive for his personal life. He's got a couple illegitimate children. Turin is a wonderful place to raise some kids. Yeah, I mean, if you want to raise your kid in Rome, come on, guys. Turin's the place to be.
Oh, that was awesome. I totally did not get that. I was not expecting that at all. But
there you go, guys. That's Big Z energy.
There it is, guys. This is us giving you a brief video on Zaniolo. Leave your comments on what you think about Zaniolo. Should we look at him in the summer at a potential, family discount from Rome? Because Rome ain't going to be using him anytime soon unless, absolute injury crisis happens. Also, at the time of recording, I believe we're 14 subs away from 1,000.
Yes,
something. So hey guys, before people comes after you guys, telling you guys to subscribe, make sure you like the video, share it to your friends, subscribe to the channel, to the new people that found us thanks to other things. So yeah, please. But anyways, guys, leave any comments on any double take videos that you want us to do, any ideas that you guys want us to kind of formulate, because we're going to start structuring these a lot better. I'm Dash with Dave over here, signing off. The Double Take Uncensored.
Ciao, guys. Till next time.